Once upon a time, there was a little boy who wanted to be a hero. His name was Jack, and he had a horse whose name was Homer, and they were very good friends. And whenever you hear someone whistling this tune, that's Jack. And that's Homer the horse. One day Jack thought, I want to be a hero. So, with Homer the horse, off went Jack into the forest to seek adventure. Gee, Homer, maybe we can rescue a beautiful princess, said Jack. Homer just smiled. Finally, they came to the forest, and the first tree they met was an apple tree who sang this song. Whoop-de-ay, I'm on my way, I've done my homework for today. C-A-T spells cat, you see, one and one make three. Looky, 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 Jack is playing hooky. Good morning, said the apple tree. Good morning, said Jack. Like an apple, yes indeed, help yourself, said the tree. Oh, don't take that one, that apple for a friend of mine. He played hooky and he'd better give this apple to his teacher today. Oh my, I'm late, goodbye. C-A-T spells cat, you see, one and one make three. Looky, 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 Jack playing hooky. And while they were eating their apples, they met a weeping willow tree. My, how she wept. Jack offered her a handkerchief, and Homer offered some advice. Crying is like dying, please don't do it till you must. Weeping is like leaping, you should look before you jump. Perhaps you may not have to, yes, perhaps. Thank you, Mr. Homer, you're so kind. And off she went, weeping. Deeper and deeper into the forest marched Jack and Homer. Suddenly they heard a cry for help. They listened. Someone's in trouble, cried Jack, and off they hurried to the rescue. Why, it's a princess, and she's tied to a tree. My hero. Oh, my, said Jack. Homer, look at that face. Homer, look. Oh, my. Alas, the princess was an ugly princess. Oh, do I have to rescue her, said Jack. What's that? It was a giant, and he was coming to eat the princess. Oh, I come to eat the princess. Suddenly he started crying. I don't want to eat the princess. I'm in love with her. It's not very polite to eat people, said Homer. But I have to, groaned the giant. All giants are supposed to eat people. Oh, Coconut, said Jack, I suppose I'll have to fight you then. They faced each other, and then they leaped at each other's throats. There, sprawled on the ground, flat on his back, was the giant. The princess smiled. Homer smiled. Jack felt pretty good. Oh, maybe it's better this way, said the giant. Farewell, old princess. And off he went. Meanwhile, at the great palace of the kingdom of Dum-Dum Goobia, His Majesty Pudge Bell the Sixth and his courtiers king was weeping. You see, the princess was his daughter, and he loved her very dearly. My poor, beautiful princess, moaned the king, so young to be a giant's dinner. Suddenly the king heard this tune in the distance. Oh, cried the king, how can anybody whistle such a merry tune when I am so sad? Suddenly the doors of the palace flew open, and in marched Jack, and Homer, and the princess. Oh, Papa, cried the princess, this is Jack, the hero who saved me. How do you do, Jack, said the king, and now you can marry my daughter. But your majesty, said Jack, she's not very pretty. What's that, said the king, and he turned, and he glared at the court. Is my daughter beautiful? Oh, yes, indeed, said the court. Well, that settles that. Now, Jack, all you have to do is answer this riddle, and you can marry my daughter. Ready? A riddle, a hole in the middle. What can it be? So Jack thought and thought and thought. What can it be? An orange? Banana. No, said the king, it begins with doll. A riddle, a hole in the middle. It begins with doll. I have it, said Jack. A dodo bird. No, said the king, a donut. Jack smiled. He'd known the answer all along. Oh, fiddlesticks, said the princess, he didn't guess. Won't anybody marry me? Well, said Homer, I have just the man, and off he ran. few moments, the doors of the palace flew open again, and in marched Homer, and with him was... That's right, it was the giant. But Papa, cried the princess, it's only the wicked giant. I've reformed, oh princess. I don't have to eat people anymore, and I can answer the riddle too. It's a donut, whispered Homer. A donut, shouted the giant. Oh my, said the princess, you are clever. Hurrah, cried the king. Let the bells ring. Let the trumpets blare. Let the royal wedding march begin. First came the king, and the ladies and the gentlemen of the court. And the people in the streets threw flowers and shouted, hurrah! Then came the princess. Happy giant. And the happiness on her face made the princess very beautiful indeed. And so the giant and the beautiful princess lived happily, happily ever after. Why, I almost forgot about Jack. And Homer, too. I don't think I like being a hero, said Jack. Let's go fishing. Homer smiled. Very well, Jack. So off they went. And so Jack and Homer also lived happily ever after. But they never caught a fish.